God damn it, Mega Crit, take a break. There are so many updates. What are you doing? It's a 2-person team. Burning the midnight oil every night. Yeah, it's a patch note episode. We've got the bug fix for Entropic Brew, being able to work correctly with Potion Belt, that is to fill 5 different slots rather than just the 3. And content, there is a new enemy in Act 3. The Transient exists in the strong enemy pool. There is also a new rare card, Core Surge. I actually happen to know what that one is. It is a 1 energy exhaust attack that does 11, upgrades to 15 damage, and provides 1 artifact. That's super interesting because it's very difficult to get artifacting. I mean, like, Panacea. Is that it at the moment? Is it just Panacea in the entire game for artifact? I've actually got to check that. The Nova card has been deprecated. That, of course, was the 1 energy rare attack. Oh, by the way, the Core Surge is rare. No, I already said that. Beautiful. Nova card was a 1 energy rare attack that dealt 3 upgrades to 4 damage for each power that you'd played in that fight so far. It was in a weird space because a lot of the powers in the Defect build are based around dealing damage, and a lot, especially the synergistic powers like Storm, are based around dealing damage. So having a card that translates all the powers you've already played into damage dealt when the powers themselves are rarely defensive is weird. Like, if there were more defensive powers and you could just build a deck that had defensive powers and then translate it into damage using Nova, I would understand, but that's not the case. So I kind of understand Nova being removed. The Recursion card, which is, of course, the 1 energy upgrades to 0 energy skill, evoke the rightmost orb in your orb slots, and then channel that same orb, has been made common rarity rather than uncommon. And the Skin card, which is 1 energy skill upgrades, 1 energy skill, draw 3 cards, upgrades to draw 4 cards, has been made uncommon. Okay. Yep. No, I can see all of that and the reason they're in. All right, so what was it that I wanted to check? I wanted to check whether or not there's anything else in the entire game that gives you artifacting, because I'm almost certain there's the artifact potion, or rather the ancient potion. So definitely not in that area. There's the ancient potion and there's the panacea. I think that is actually it. Just triple checking here. Because I know that there was a bracer artifact in one of the mods that I played. I believe it was Replay the Spire. That had the ability to give you 2 artifacts at the start of each fight. And that was a really, really handy thing. Here, of course, is Core Search. I already told you exactly what it does. I didn't lie. Alright, fine. And then there's Colorless, so there's going to be the 1 artifacting in here. Whereabouts are you? Yes, Panacea. Upgrades to 2 artifacting, of course. And then the Relic Collection. Yeah, none of these are artifacting. I'm almost entirely certain. Good gosh. Well, it's interesting that now there is some extra access to artifacting in this class. Oh, and also it's time to lose our 2,462nd attempt at this character. Remove 2 cards for lose all gold is... It's nice. There's some early shops as well, which we could go to, angle to see if we can pick up a early claw. Sure. Unfortunately, I can't guarantee that I am going to be capable of fighting any elite. Because our deck currently at the moment would die to Gremlin Knob, so... Until I have something. Well, Reinforced Body and Darkness are both things that I want. I want Reinforced Body more right now, though. Because Reinforced Body is still a card that I would put in a claw deck, and I've got 2 more spaces until I decide basically whether or not we've got the build for a claw deck. Okay. Oh no, because of course I spent all of my money to get that bonus. Oh no. Uh-oh. If there's a claw in this upcoming shop, I have screwed up. I'm going to take a Rip and Tear as a value card. And, well, at least there's not a claw. My baby. Alright, we're fine. I've recovered. Transform a card? Alright, transform one of our strikes. Especially because we just got that Rip Tear. Defrag. Ugh. That doesn't really fit into what the build is currently doing. We'll see what we can do with that defrag there. Okay, Steroid Potion. There's a Core Surge. I mean, it's a high damage singular attack. It's exhaust as well, so it doesn't... I mean, I guess the artifacting is fine, right? In a lot of circumstances, artifacting is ridiculous. I think I take Core Surge, especially just due to its newness. And I think I now have enough attacks that I could probably start fighting some things. I would have to take 2 damage if I want to play Dual Cast here. Still correct. Okay. Give me a handful of attacks. Okay. I'll do, pig. I'll do. So I'm accepting 9 here, but I'm basically trying to set up for the ability to kill this sentry in its own turn. You know what? I'll accept 5 again. Yeah, because I feel like this explosive potion is going to have another use. I don't want to waste it for what was 11 damage at that point. See, if I draw 2 defense here, I get to keep my fire potion. And in fact, I drew way more than 2 defense. Single Rip Tear kills. Or, you know, that'll do in a pinch. Juzu Bracelet. This early in the game as well, regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Scrape versus Steam Barrier versus Streamline. Probably none of those. So now we just want to hit as many question marks as humanly possible. It's off to the left then. Ooh. That's 25 incoming damage. Yeah, no, we're not... I'm also actually going to accept some damage here, specifically 8, because we are weakened, and this Gremlin Wizard is only going to get much scarier as time goes on. So it was really important I kick in some damage there. Essence of Steel, gain 3 plated armor versus go for the eyes, ball, lightning, and a sweeping beam. This deck still really doesn't have an identity is the problem. It's got like a couple attacks, and then it's got a focus. It's got a reinforced body as a value pick. It has a lot of value picks, it just doesn't have an identity. Perfect. What? Bugger. It went in the wrong order. So I thought I was going to kill that enemy and gain the artifacting at the same time, and then that enemy was going to die and give me the vulnerability. But unfortunately, I got the vulnerability first and then the artifacting second. So I took 2 damage there that I was not expecting to take. Well, at the very least, I've learned a little bit more about the mechanics of that card in particular. You know what? I'm going to take Tempest because that can define a run depending on what we find from now on out. Vajra started his combo with Plump on Strength. Well, game. Now I flip back in the other direction. Also, we don't have any defense in this hand, which is goddamn terrifying. Ouch. I think there is something that can bind this build together, and that is Thunderstrike, the rare card. Barrage also does it for the moment. We're going here to rest. As much as I desperately want to upgrade some cards, it's rest time. Speaking of upgrading some cards, is it time? We have a lot of cards here that we need to upgrade. I think it's actually upgrade here. And let's upgrade the defensive card first. Again, another upgrade. Handy. Handy. Barrage is going to be a significant component of our damage dealing for this final boss as well, so... See, I want to remove Dual Cast because Strike is already dealing 7 damage. Dual Cast deals 8 twice. Upgraded defrag a bit more. But the thing is, I'm going to want to keep all of my channeled orbs, courtesy of the Barrage. So the only way I'm really going to evoke them is pushing them out of the front. I don't want to remove a Defend because... Well, I don't want to remove a Defend. I'm gonna remove Dual Cast. We're gonna be relying on our orbs dealing a huge majority of our damage here. Because hitting this enemy directly is going to cause us to take damage. Oh, come on. Good draw. 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 Bad draw. I had to get my curse and 3 of my defensive cards. I think I might actually be going down now. Only just not. Good gosh. Alright, I get 3 block back, it's fine. Barrage is gonna be our most consistent damage dealer. Ugh. Ouch. I can't rip and tear there, otherwise I would have lost a second charge on my plated armor, and I kind of need that right now. So if I Tempest right now, I'm dealing 9 damage, 27 damage total, plus 12 at the end, makes 39 against 42. Strike is lower, so it's triple defend. Ouch. I wonder if there was a way of ordering that would have allowed me to use all of the attacks under the armor. Sadly, I will never know. Okay. And you know what? It's time to get Tempest out of the deck. We've rarely got the opportunity to actually play it. All right. And we are covered. Let's see if we get Thunderstruck. I guess I could also work with Electrodynamics, but that's less interesting. It's there. Okay. Let's talk for a second. Because Biased Cognition, bury the second syllable of the Great Bridway. Biased Cognition was changed so that its debuff, that is to say the element of at the start of each turn lose 1 focus, was changed to itself be a debuff. If I play Core Surge before Biased Cognition, does that mean that I just gain 4 focus? You know what? Let's test it out. It has to be. I'm mad about it. I really wanted to try and justify taking the extra energy, but we have a Tempest, we have Biased Cognition, we have Defragment, and we have Barrage, as well as a Vajra. It had to be that. There was no way that I could reasonably sell to you and to myself the idea that it was a reasonable choice to take anything other. Well, in this fight, it doesn't matter, right? Because the fight has to end quickly anyway. That said, ow. A lot of damage there. Okay. Still need to get my Core Surge first so that I can check this out. Upgraded Tempest, sure. Remove all strikes to obtain 5 bites. That's 2 strikes to obtain 5 bites. If I had some Glacier cards in the deck, I would do that, but I don't, so I won't. I'm probably just dead here, aren't I? Extremely frustrating reality. Yeah, I can't even defend myself this turn. I can't get any of you on the ground. I'm dead this turn. I hate that this happens. I guess I needed to pick up more defensive cards. I don't even know if I got that many opportunities to do so. I was definitely going to take my next Frost Orbs, like Chill and Glacier I was going to take. Let's test this interaction out. Yep. No, you just get to keep that extra stuff. It's cool. It's good to know. Well, goodbye forever. I'm deceased. Good lord. Ooh. All right. Let's try that one again. I will beat Ascension 14. 15? I don't know about that one, but 14 I'll definitely beat. Choose a record, and I want to take Echo Form. It's more difficult to build around Thunderstrike. It's been a while since I've done like a straight up Echo Form run as well. It's pretty likely that I can get out of this without taking any damage if I do it correctly, so. Unfortunately, the strike would have actually triggered the curl up there. I took less damage by not playing the Echo Form there than I would have taken. I took less damage by not playing Echo Form than I would have taken had I played Echo Form. Yes, that's correct. I kind of want to take Cool-Headed. Just take a bunch of defensive and frost generating cards so that I can stabilize before and after I play Echo Form. Glacier was going to be one as well. But I guess in lieu of that... Unfortunately, Claw does not upgrade 2 times when you play it twice with Echo Form. In lieu of that, I am going to take the Reinforced Body there. Not like I'm disappointed. Reinforced Body is a great pickup for us there. Defend? Damn. Fine. A lot of the thing that you have to worry about in the early game is basically your judgment as to whether or not playing Echo Form or not playing Echo Form is the best course of action for your deck. Like, we took no damage by not playing Echo Form there, but I could have played Echo Form and taken 5 damage on one of those turns. So it's that decision that you have to make. I think I might actually also just take Rip and Tear as a value pick for damage's sake. Awesome. Yeah, there's no reason to take damage right now. My next hand has dual cast. I knew that for a fact. Hadn't seen it yet, and I only had 5 cards left. Being able to dual play power cards with a Echo Form is pretty ridiculous. Fine. Although I'm not going to take any elites on the first floor. Alright, I'm going to use the steroid potion here because this guy can actually get really aggressive. And I don't want to be around for that. It's unfortunate we didn't have Echo Form on either of those turns. Ouch. Perfect. Now... none of those. Transform a card. We'll transform a weak aggressive card. Rainbow, not a bad thing to double play. Can't take 14 damage this turn. Dang Echo Form! Also, I see you there at the back of the pack. Dark Orb. Entirely impossible to cast right now. Never mind. Chill. It's chill. It's like 100,000% chill. Whetstone, upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. At least one of them was the Rip and Tear. Happy Flower, every 3 turns, gain an energy. Awesome, awesome. Who's that boss? Should have checked this at the very start. Ah, we've got a bunch of free time against that boss in particular. I think it's capacitor removal. Yeah, it is. I think it's capacitor cold snap, actually. That's what I meant the entire time. Actually, it's not even cold snap. Is it more important that I upgrade my cards? Yes. Specifically, Rainbow needs to be upgraded because it's going to be a really significant card over the course of this. Okay, I'll play Rainbow before I chill, and this is just to put the Dark Orb at the very front of the party. So dual cast will now kill the frontliner and then attack the backliner. None of those yet. Not the card I intended to play. Thankfully, it looks like it will make no difference. Second fire potion, really handy. Loop, sure. Could have also taken Cool Headed there and wouldn't have felt bad about that either. Now I'll take Storm as an innate. Actually, also going to throw a poison potion in here. If I can avoid your second form, I'd like to. Ouch. I think next turn I've actually got to play the Echo Form. That's dirty pool game. Can I win this fight without playing Echo Form? I think I will actually lose more HP over the course of this match if I don't play Echo Form than if I do. That's frustrating. Okay. Double up on that rainbow. Get some ridiculous effects out there. Uh-oh. They all split at basically the maximum HP they could have split at. That's cool. That's okay. We've got 2 stacks of loop and we've got a dark orb at the front. So dual cast kills 2 of you. And sets up for me to kill the remainder. Amplify. It has to be extra energy is the thing. As much as I will be using extra orbs, the inability to play Amplify along with 2 powers for it to amplify or Echo Form or Reinforced is crippling entirely. I'm going to take Ectoplasm. 1 for me, 1 for you. Ectoplasm is interesting, and it's the only boss relic that is removed from the boss relic pool after the first floor. You can't ever get it from the second. That is to say, from the second boss. Right, let's go to an early shop. Oh, great! Thieves. Thanks. Thanks, game. Exactly what I wanted to avoid. Because they're just going to take the money away, and I don't get it back at the end of this. That is so garbage. Also, defensive, 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 defensive. Aggressive. It's just... I just think it's interesting how... That's said intentionally. That everything is so garbage here in terms of RHP. Okay, first fire potion. Let's take that one out. That was just a lot of good things that just happened. Oh, yeah. Eat all that. Thank you. Steam Barrier versus Cool-Headed versus... I think I actually take the upgraded Steam Barrier. I think the 8 defense is going to be really necessary a lot of the time for us. Force Field Capacitor. Now, that's it. I'm done with shops. I die so quickly. What a... Good gosh. Do I just need to pick up almost exclusively defense? I think I'm actually dead this turn as well. Do I just need to basically pick up exclusively defensive cards? Is that the thing? Like, I need to definitely do that? Remove all strikes, obtain 5 bites. You know what? I'm not doing anything with my max HP right now, so sure. Well, at the very least, we're not dead on turn 1 yet. It's unfortunate that we had Force Field in that hand. Because we're gonna need it now. Yikes. Second force field, another defensive card. Rest at this camp. I know it's only for 14 HP, and I know I've got a bunch of cards I still need to up. 28 incoming damage. I can defend for 12. This floor is such a step up in terms of damage. It's insane. I'm dead now. I'm definitely dead now. Like, unless I have something legitimately broken by this point, it feels like I'm dead. Like, things don't really come together on floor 2. The leap, especially in high ascensions, between the end of floor 1 and even the start of floor 2 is goddamn insane. I actually looked at the kill percentages recently. The Gremlin Leader is by far the most lethal elite on this floor, followed by the Slavers and then the Book of Stabbing. And the most lethal encounters on this floor are the Chosen plus Cultist and the Parasite plus Slaver that we're currently fighting. And it's not even close. The Parasite plus Slaver in certain combinations, in certain metrics, as in like in certain levels of ascension and for certain characters, are more deadly than certain elites. The Chosen plus Bird, Chosen plus Bird? The Cultist plus, no, it's Chosen plus Bird. The Chosen plus Bird actually also has a really, really high kill percentage as well. I don't exactly remember the name of the URL off the top of my head, but you can find it over on the Slay the Spire subreddit, reddit.com/r/Slay the Spire. How many Ascension 14s am I gonna lose? Well, at least this one. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.